Shalom. All praise to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to your brother who elect with his word and truth and sincerity. Alright, this video here is the undesirables will be purged out. Okay, so I was looking up that word mark in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, and what it is, so we're going to get it real quick. This is Ezekiel 9, and I'll start at the top. Verse 1. He cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Alright, so I was getting that word mark there, which this is the word tawah, which means desire, mark, or a mark of exemption, that tawah. Okay, so as I looked it up, this particular word at tawah only occurs 3 times in the scriptures. Okay, so you have this one that where it says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And then it's also stated in verse 6, but I'm read 5 too. And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. You know, so we want to have that tawah, or that mark of exemption, in our heads, okay, in our spirits. Okay, then verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, which is that tawah, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they began at the ancient men which were before the house. Okay, so if you look, verse 6, that mark, H8420, that's tawah, desire, mark of exemption, or a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay, and check it out what it says. But come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Okay, so now, like I said, this word, that tawah, only occurs 3 times. Okay, so the first time was in the 4th verse here, set a mark upon their foreheads, and then the second time was here, come not near any man upon whom is the mark. Okay, now the other time that this particular word tawah occurs is in Job. Let's see, let me get it. Job, the 31st chapter. Verse 35. And matter of fact, I'll start at verse 32. It says, the stranger did not lodge in the street, but I opened my doors to the traveler. If I covered my transgressions as Adam by hiding mine iniquity in my bosom, did I fear a great multitude, or did the contempt of families terrify me, that I kept silence and went not out of the door? That's the point. Oh, that one would hear me. Behold, my desire is that the Almighty would answer me, and that mine adversary had written a book. Now, if you get this here, where it says, behold, my desire, Strong's 84 H8420. Thawah, desire, mark, or mark of exemption. Okay, so look at this. That Thawah is that mark of exemption. Whom the Lord will save, which that'll be the elect. But those are the ones whom the Most High desires. Okay, those are the desirables, and that's why I titled this "The Undesirables Will Be Purged Out." Okay, so that one that get that Thawah or that mark up in their foreheads, those are the ones that are desired of the most of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, they're desired. The elect, that remnant. Okay, so I'm gonna get a couple more scriptures. Let's see. It's Amos chapter 9 and verse 9. Remember, we read that it says, "Start at my sanctuary," right? So it says, "For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as a corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth." Okay, when you sift the corn in the sieve, okay, you get a sieve, and you put your like I'll use especially when archaeologists be looking for things, you put that dirt or that sand in the sieve, and you're shaking it. What's going to fall to the earth is what you don't want. And that which is left is what you want to sift through. Okay? But it says, "All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword." So the house of Israel, or the sanctuary of the Most High, is going to be sifted. And all the sinners of my people, all the sinners of Israel shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Alright? They don't think that evil is coming to them. Okay? But it is. But this is where, let's see. So that was the undesirable. The undesirable shall die by the sword. Okay? The undesirable will be purged out. So what will happen to the desired? That Thawah. This is Romans 11 and verse 4. "But what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal." Okay? So those who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal, and that's taking on the philosophies of this world or this kingdom here, Babylon the Great, you've literally consecrated yourself, you separated yourself from amongst the people, you've taken this ministry, you've taken it on hold, 100%, you're going with it, okay? And you've forsaken the things of this world, okay? You've come out of it, all right? Verse 5, "Even so then at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace." Okay, that's the elect, that's the desired, that's that Thawah. Okay, the ones with that Thawah in their foreheads. All right, so this was just a quick lesson on just when I was looking up that word, and I seen that it also occurred in Job, and it says that my desire, and I just wanted to bring that out. So call all this is just a little quick hit. Call all Yahweh Shem Al Shai by Shemar Kakwadash. Hope we edified. Shalom.